Welcome to the reading. This reading will be about Doja Cat and her current boyfriend, Cyrus. I'm going to be looking into the allegations regarding Jay to see like if, the allegations are true, to see like what's up with that. I'm also going to be looking into like her relationship, Doja's relationship with Jay. I'm also going to be checking out to see like how Doja is doing. And yeah. First, let me start off with Doja's energy. Also, thank you to everyone that's been supporting the channel. You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate the love and support. Thank you, everyone. Now then, let's get to the energies. So let's see. What can we see? What's currently going on with Doja's energy? Consciousness. This card actually popped up in the Jungkook reading I did, as far as kind of just like you following what's good for you. What I'm seeing is she's doing what's right for her. This card, it's all about your instincts, what your guys are telling you, what your own spirit is telling you, how you should operate for yourself, being at peace, like an energy of like, I don't know, it's like an energy of like, fuck what's happening in the world. It's all about like you, your peace, your happiness. And sometimes being in that energy isn't pretty. It's not nice as far as like other people being spectators, but she's in her power. What else can I see regarding Doja's vibe? All right, this is her emotion because this card is face down. So let's see. There's guilt. There is definitely guilt. What can we see about this guilt? What is this guilt about? What can be shown to us about this guilt? So I see that she's in her power, but she's also experiencing guilt. And this is deep, right? This is very deep because I said what's causing her guilt. And look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. She's second guessing sort of just like her career, right? The Wheel of Fortune has to do with your success. It is what it is. Intuitively, what I'm getting is, yeah, she's in her power, but at the same time, she's second guessing how she went about shit. Not just that, she came out with the song Attention recently, and it didn't do so good. Also, my apology. It's like when I start this reading, everyone wants to like start driving really loud and shit with their cars and shit, so I don't know what that's about. But when I'm getting with this, it's kind of just like she's second guessing sort of just like her approach to her work, her Wheel of Fortune. She's not happy with sort of like how things are progressing. Again, she came out with that song Attention and it did not perform. It did not do well. And it was actually shocking for a lot of people because, Doja, she makes hits and shit. And it's kind of just like this current or that current project received really no love. Personally, I have the song and I love it. I think it's a great song. I love Attention. What I like about it is kind of just like the beat. Obviously, I can't like necessarily resonate with the lyrics, but I don't really listen to songs because of the lyrics. I just like the artistry, like the artistry of the actual like song and everything. It was like beautiful. It was masterful. But what I'm seeing here is that it's not looking too good. It's a situation I'm kind of just like, fuck, like my fortune is not looking too good. And this is 10 here. If you see 10 also has to do with work and cycles and shit. So I mean, it's tough for her. Let me see. What else can we see as far as, do she got any other guilt? Because I'm drawn to like pull more cards. What else can we see as far as this guilt? Because right now the Wheel of Fortune is not so great for her. What else can we see? And I'm gonna actually take my time with this reading because it's gonna be deep. I can tell because like it's a lot as far as this Cyrus shit, so I'm not gonna like rush through it. I'm gonna be more kind of just like slower with things. But what else does she have guilt about? The King of Wands. This relates to her boyfriend. Second guessing her boyfriend, but at the same time she's straddling the fence. You see how this card came out sideways and it landed on the guilt and it landed on sort of just like her following her path for herself. And I know this seems like a contradiction, but this is just life. You know what I mean? It's just things aren't black and white. I always have to explain this because sometimes I'll be receiving emails or it's in like the comment section of someone saying like, oh, like, like, oh, I don't believe this and this person wouldn't be doing that and like, oh, this and that. It's kind of just like, this is life. You know what I mean? Like some people leave their job even though they're making like whatever decent money for something new, for something different. And yeah, like it's kind of just like they're in their power and all of that. But at the same time, there can be energies of regret, right? And looking back. That's what I'm seeing. You know, people are human. People aren't robots where it's kind of just like they don't have any emotions and shit. So I have to say that because sometimes people be acting like they don't fucking understand that people are human with emotions and shit. So what I'm seeing here is that this King of Wands, because this guy, he's like charming, right? That's what the King of Wands represent. And like a reading can represent someone's boyfriend or someone that you're dating. You know what I mean? What I'm getting here is that she's on the fence about this relationship with this King of Wands. She's just like, He's been bringing her stress. He's been bringing her stress. Not just that. This is interesting. She has sort of like business people in her head, and this is just what I'm seeing. Business people in her head stressing her. She's dealing with a lot of shit. She's dealing with stress. People are not happy. All this bad publicity is bad for her fortune. It's bad for her business. Not just that. She's looking at her current boyfriend sideways. She's kind of just like, damn, all this drama. And it's funny because usually when people like bark the loudest, usually it's kind of just like a representation of insecurity. And that's what I'm getting, because she said some shit like, oh, I don't care what you people say. You bitches are like miserable hoes. And I'm fucking my nigga now while I'm like typing this shit to you guys. And she was just talking tons of shit. And what I'm seeing here is that she is looking at him sideways. What else can we see? Because this guilt is actually prevalent in her energy. What else can we see with this guilt? Her emotion in the card is sideways again. So let's see. And it fell on the guilt. Judgment. All right. She's invoking some negative karma. She is definitely invoking some negative karma. Not just that, she knows she's invoking some negative karma, right? And this actually goes back. Also, my apology for like clearing my throat and all of that. But what I'm seeing here is kind of just like, this goes back to like months ago with her behavior, how she's been. It is in her energy. You know, yeah, she talks a lot of shit. Yeah, she try to act like, you know, she's secure. But what the energies are telling me is that she's deeply insecure. She's insecure with her relationship. She's insecure regarding her fortunes. Not just that, she's insecure with this judgment. She's receiving a lot of negative judgment from people, from karma. She's invoking bad energies. She's definitely invoking bad energies. What else can I see? What else is going on with her? What else can we see with Doja Cat? What else can the energy show us? And I'm going to be looking into this Cyrus and seeing like what's up with him. All right, more of her emotion, because this card is face down. Not just that, it also pertains to her relationship, and it has to do with her decisions, right? Because it's like she's following what's right for her, and sometimes that doesn't make sense, right? You know, like there's people, and I make this point so people can understand, right? Sometimes someone can have it all, right? But it's not enough for them. You know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing here. It's kind of just like, yeah, people can follow a script, right? Of like going A to B and all of that, right? Like the proper steps of how you should go through life. But that's not enough for people. People have lives, right? People have needs. People live a particular way. So like, I know people are just saying like, well, why doesn't she just do what she needs to do? Make pop music, not be in any scandal. Like, that's just not her soul, right? It's kind of just like some people would say, like for me, like, oh, why is a black dude doing tarot? Like, you know what I mean? Like now it's kind of just like no one doesn't care, but there are still people that have certain like values and perceptions and shit. And this might not make sense for like other people. So it is just what it is. You know what I mean? People have their own lives and what they like. Not everyone's into the same shit. But let's see. Going with the flow. She's kind of just like, I'm going to go with the flow. And this is actually deep because it's kind of just like, yeah, she's looking at her dude sideways, but it goes back to her doing what's right for her. And that's how the reading started off, with her just like doing what's right for her. Because this is what this card actually represent. And what I'm seeing with this going with the flow, she's just like, yeah, things are bad. Yeah, things aren't going good, but I'm going to just go with the flow. she's following her current of life is what I'm seeing. You know, what else can we see? Nothingness. This is draining. This drama, all of this shit at the same time. So this is very deep. It's given kind of like back and forths. It's given insecurity. It's given you're so drained that you can't even feel. So people say that like she's a bitch and she's mean, but at the same time, what this nothingness is showing me is that she's drained. She is drained. You know what I mean? There's people that are fucking, you know, they work at a cash register, you know what I mean, at like a grocery store, and they're drained with just doing that, right? So can you imagine like being a celebrity, like having all the eyes on you, everyone's energy, because that's energy, right? People's perception, wanting you to be a certain way. It's kind of like the energies that I'm receiving is sympathetic to her. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a situation that she needs to be responsible for her actions. But what I'm feeling intuitively is that the energies isn't just completely pissed off with her. It is an energy of understanding. Like, she's just drained. She doesn't have any emotions to give. She's kind of just like, I don't know, it's an energy of like, in the last 6 months, because it's telling me within the last 6 months, something happened within the last 6 months that really kind of tipped her over the edge. It was like before she was experimenting with these energies, as far as like these darker energies, and kind of just like being like, fuck it, I just don't give a fuck. But it's kind of like now things went overboard, is what I'm seeing here. She's really drained. Not just that, she has some dark attachments that's attached to her. I don't really want to make this into that type of spiritual reading, but I'm definitely seeing that as far as like Doja's energy. So that's currently what's going on with Doja. It's an energy of confusion. It's an energy of like not being settled, not being comfortable. And it's actually interesting because that's what reflects with like how she's been presenting herself as of recent. But let's see. How is this Cyrus dude doing? What can we see as far as this Cyrus? People, I don't know what's going on with this scandal. I'm going to look. But this guy, he's an ordinary dude. He's an ordinary dude, right? And I know people say he's racist and all of that. I don't really know what to say about that, and I'm not going to look into that particular energy. Everyone feels a particular way about groups of people, whether it's good or bad. So people, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not justifying it, but it just is what it is. You know, at the same time, he's just an ordinary dude. So what I'm getting is he has ordinary values, ordinary sort of just like ways of thinking, you know. And I'm going to just say this because I know that everyone's trying to make him seem like he's a monster. And I don't know anything of this man, but what the energies is just like yelling to me is that this is just an ordinary fat dude with a dad bod with an ordinary sort of like way of being. You know what I mean? That's just what I'm seeing with this ordinary situation. This is his emotion because the card is face down and the ordinary fell on top of it. So let's see what's going on with him. At the same time, though, I'm seeing an opportunist. He's an opportunist. So Doja wants to watch out for that. It's like, yeah, he's an ordinary guy, and this is an ordinary sort of behavior, being an opportunist. This card represents an opportunist. Not just that, it can represent a thief. It can also represent someone being selfish. What else can we see with this vibe? So he is an opportunist and all that. Beyond illusion, at the same time, he doesn't give a fuck what people think about him. He's kind of just like, people are saying all this shit. And it's funny because with Doja's vibe, it's kind of like she cares what people think. This guy, he sees beyond illusion. He's kind of just like, fuck people's vibe, fuck what people has to say. And I don't believe he even like addressed anything as of recent. They said he did in the past, but currently, like as of today, he hasn't addressed anything. So it's kind of just like, with her, she's all bark and shit because she's genuinely insecure. With him, this guy, he's secure with his shit. He just doesn't give a shit. And he's just an ordinary dude, like, and he's creating at this moment in time. So I don't know what he does. I don't know if he makes his own music, but if he does, expect an album or a song. I don't know what he does, to be honest. I genuinely don't know. So whatever content, whatever like his career is, he's going to be doing more of that. So expect that as far as work. Let me see, as far as sort of just like him being an opportunist, what can we see about this vibe? Because he's definitely being an opportunist. All right, his emotion, because the card fell face down. Let's see what we can see. Oh, the magician. Oh, yeah, this guy, he's definitely playing her. He is definitely playing her. This isn't a good vibe when the opportunist card pops up with the magician. The magician is kind of like a trickster, not just that. I'm getting energy of like a player is what I'm getting. Let me actually ask, does this Cyrus, is he into Doja Cat? Is he sexually interested, romantically interested in Doja Cat? And my apology, I got, what do you call that? The magician, because I was looking at this vibe. I know that this is the full my vibe, but these cards have a dual meaning. And it's funny that the actual magician popped up. This deck, for people who don't know, it gives kind of like multiple energies. It's not just like one energy. With this full, with this new beginning, I legit got the magician, and it's funny that I shuffled and the magician popped up. And the high priestess, because this is the magician and it's the high priestess card. What I'm getting here is with this magician and high priestess and this moon being here, there are secrets. It's telling me a lack of loyalty. Not just that. Doja is a notch on his belt. Doja is definitely a notch on his belt. You know, I asked, like, does this dude love her? Does he care about her? I'm not seeing love. I'm not seeing, like, romantic vibes. I'm not seeing, like, even sexually interested, which is deep. So let me now ask, like, is he into, because Doja isn't black. Biracial people are not black. So people need to stop saying stupid shit like that. Biracial people are biracial people. You know what I mean? You can't take away sort of just like them being biracial. It's kind of just like something that's done here in America. I think it's ignorant, and it's actually like a backwards way of being. That's like some old time shit of like the one drop rule. That's why you have so many like biracial people that only like to pretend to be like fully black when it like suits them, or when they're trying to be like in some type of narrative. But really, from what I've seen in my life, when like biracial people aren't on social media, they make it clear that they're biracial, right? They enjoy whatever biracial perks that might be out there. Like if they're light skinned and shit like that, that's a whole topic in itself. But it's kind of just like, she's not a black woman. She's a biracial woman. She's white and black. But let me actually see. And if you made it this far, definitely press the thumbs up. I was going to say, let me see. Is he into black women or biracial black women? What can we see? Is he into black women, biracial women that have like black in them? What can we see? Because some people are saying that he's racist. And what I'm seeing here is that he's not sexually interested in... I'm going to be real. I'm going to definitely be real. He's not into black women. He's not even into biracial women. And it told me something kind of like deep and graphic. He likes to sexually dominate black women and I guess biracial women. And that doesn't mean that he's into them. He just likes to be aggressive with them. He likes to do degrading acts with them. You know, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I get from this card. You know what I mean? I'm just going to keep it real. You know, this is a dude. He's also cheating. He's in a third-party situation with multiple females is what I'm seeing. Doja isn't his only chick. He's just trying to manifest off of Doja with this magician and this fool. and this opportunist vibe. But as far as being romantically into her, he's not romantically into her. Not just that, he is sexually dominating her, like behind the scenes. But I mean, that's her business. Let me see. Does Doja know that this guy isn't really into her? You know, because sometimes people are like that. Like, it's kind of just like when a dude is married, sometimes like chicks go after that dude. It's kind of just like wanting something you can't have. It's kind of just like when gay dudes try to turn gay guys, or when gay guys try to turn straight dudes gay. Or I guess they're not necessarily trying to turn a straight dude gay. They're just trying to hook up with the straight guy. It's like wanting something you can't have. So she already proven herself to be into like weird racist white dudes. So this is giving off energies of a kink. I'm getting energies of a sexual kink. I'ma just keep it real, right? So let's see. Does she know that this guy isn't into her? I'm actually gonna look and see like how is he treating her. The Ten of Cups. No, she doesn't know. Actually, she believes that this is like happiness and this is love. Point blank, period. Like, it's kind of just like the Ten of Cups represent family, happiness. She sees this guy as like someone that makes her happy. Not just that, she does think that he cares about her. And let me actually see like how does he treat her and all of that shit. Like, what is this relationship about? Like, how are they treating each other? So let me see. How does this Cyrus, how does he treat Doja? What can we see? And I'm going to be looking into the allegations. So right off the bat, I already see that he's into more creepy, aggressive, sort of sexual energies. But that doesn't make someone necessarily a predator. I mean, if a chick wants to put herself in that situation willingly, I mean, the dude isn't a predator, right? The Lovers. Oh, he treats her decent. It's kind of just like, yeah, he's sexually dominating her and all of that. But the Lovers popped out. You know, he's supportive, he's nurturing. Not just that, I don't know what's going on with her family life. You know, I'm getting she's not close to her family. That's what I'm getting, that she's not close to her family. Not just that, she doesn't have friends like that. She's actually alone. And it's kind of just like, this guy is kind of all she has at this moment. And that's just what's being told to me. That she doesn't have anyone. That she relies on this guy for emotional support. She relies on guys for emotional support. What else can we see? How does this guy treat her? So far, it's an energy of romance, and it would make sense, right? It's kind of just like if he's trying to be an opportunist, obviously he's not going to be a fucking idiot if he's trying to gain from her. The Devil. Bondage, restrictions, mind games, sexual depravity. There's a lot of, and it keeps telling me sexual depravity. It's a lot of sexual depravity in their shit, but that's their business, so I'm not going to even trip off of that. Like, right, everyone has their kinks and what they're into. But that keeps popping out. Sexual depravity. I don't know if they're in an open relationship, but the vibe that I'm getting is kind of just like things that's not socially accepted. Right, it's kind of given like what popped up in the Chili reading I did for Chili and that guy that she's with, as far as like just weird shit, as far as like race play. People call it race play. That sounds fucking stupid, but it is what it is. I'm definitely seeing that. Weird things, not just that. I'm getting a vibe of rituals. There are sexual rituals with her and this guy, like a pact and blood and weird shit. So I mean, I guess that's her business, right? Like, I don't care either way about that shit, you know? So let's see. What else can we see? How does he treat her? The Eight of Wands. He's really supportive. This guy, he's really supportive. At the same time, though, he does need his own fix, and she understands. That's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm getting. It's kind of like this is the female, right? And this is the male. He leaves home, and he hooks up with other chicks. That's just what I'm getting. It's kind of just like this is giving off an open relationship. This is weird. But yeah, he's supportive and he's kind and, you know, he treats her right. He's all about trying to make her feel good. At the same time, they have their own weirdo shit that they're into, and it just is what it is. Now I'm going to look and see, like, what can I see about the allegations? Like, what's the energy around these allegations, right? Because it's kind of just like there's no charges against him, right? So let's see. Some people are saying that he manipulated women. Obviously, you know, he must have not manipulated children, because if he did, then there should be charges against him. There's no charges against him to my knowledge. So grown women saying that they've been manipulated by a guy, it kind of sounds stupid, because it's kind of just like, I get a guy can be influential and can be manipulative, but you have to take personal accountability for you just being a dumb hoe. But let's just see. What can I see as far as basically the allegations of him sexually assaulting women, and they said that he's a predator and all of that. Let's see. Is it true? All right. Morality, totality, rebirth. This guy, he's sleazy. This guy is sleazy. This is giving me a sleazy energy. Is he a predator? No, he's not a predator. Is he sleazy? Yeah. It's kind of just like in today's society, right? Everyone kind of tends to be hoes. Everyone, from guys, ladies, everyone. It's kind of just like, you know, it's kind of funny because it's like, I know this lady and she's not a client. This is actually someone I know in real life, and no, I'm not like friends with her. I just know of her. And it's kind of just like, this is what's giving me. That's why I'm going to explain this. This lady, she meets like guys off of Tinder and all sorts of these different sex apps, right? Talking about it's dating. Then she gives these guys oral sex, right? And she just lets these guys ejaculate in her. But at the same time, she tries to act like she's so pure and hand sanitizer and all of this. And no, it's not just me guessing. And yes, she even admitted it herself that this is what she does. And it's kind of just like, this is kind of like the dumb shit that we're dealing with in society, where it's kind of just like everyone's hoes, but people want to pick and choose when to be clean and when it's not okay. Shit has to make sense, right? Because it's kind of just like, you're meeting these guys, you don't have no connection with them, and hey, if you want to do it, you can do it. This lady, she's a grown-ass lady, so if she want to catch STDs in fucking cars with randoms and shit, okay, do it. But at the same time, don't be calling other chicks hoes and whores, because that's what this other chick does. And it's kind of just like, it has to make sense. So what I'm seeing here is kind of just like a energy, like things don't make sense. It's like these girls, and this is just what I'm getting from the energy. I don't even know anything of like this situation, this guy. But what I'm getting is like these ladies, even if they're young, if they're legal, it's open season, right? So it's kind of just like these girls put themselves in fucking stupid situations with a sleazy guy, and then later on bitch and complain about it. That's what I'm seeing. It's kind of just like this totality, it represents different things. It can represent support, right? It can also represent sort of just like the sum of all things. These chicks, they need to come to an understanding with their life and their situation, right? It's kind of just like, you know, like, and this is just the vibe that I'm getting. I'm not trying to offend anyone that's been through shit. We've all been through shit. But at the same time, don't put yourself in a fucking stupid situation. And this is just what I'm getting intuitively. It's kind of just like drinking too much. Like, you don't know this guy. You're drinking too much. You don't know anything of him. But you're going to his house drunk. You're high off of weed and other shit. And then it's kind of just like, then this guy, he's sleazy. He's into rough, degrading sex. And then you then bitch and complain about it the next day when you come to your senses. And you're like, oh, I was with a monster. He's a predator. It's kind of like, you know, like on some real shit, you should just be lucky you haven't been killed. And I'm not saying this is what these ladies did with them, but this is how the energy is being explained to me so people can understand that these chicks aren't innocent. These chicks aren't pure. And that it's a situation of kind of just like stupidity. it's giving me a whole energy of stupidity. It's telling me immaturity on his part. Not just that, not only is it immaturity on his part, but he's grown from that. So whatever happened, he's grown out of that. Kind of just like putting himself in stupid situations like that. He's like, I don't have time for that. And not just that, he actually want to fuck with more mature women that can't like put these allegations up against him, right? So I don't know if he's been hooking up with like 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, but what I'm seeing here is kind of just like he really isn't feeling that vibe anymore. He wants someone that's more sort of just like understanding of what life is, because he's kind of just like, okay, I've done this thing like where I was fucking with these like younger chicks, like they're fucking stupid. Not just that, it's kind of just like then they play the blame game. He's kind of over it with this rebirth. And you see how like I was telling you he's sleazy, right? You see like with the like smoke and all of that, and you see the smoke here. He's kind of just like it's a thing of the past. He doesn't like that situation. He wants everyone to be on sort of just like an agreement. So it's kind of just like whatever he's doing that's sleazy with other women, Doja knows. And these women that he's doing sleazy things with, they know, right? Not just that, this courage. He's going to be dealing with more fuck shit. This situation isn't going to be over. This card represents adversity, challenges. It can represent emerging out of difficulty, challenges, right? It's like, how can this little plant come from like this hard rock and shit? You know, I kind of say the same shit for my reading, so it is what it is. Also, let me just say that this is all alleged. You know what I mean? I have to say that because this is YouTube. But what I'm seeing here is that he's going to be going into more fuck shit regarding allegations, regarding people. He is dealing with enemies, what I'm seeing here with this 8. And that's funny. Let me see. What are these girls that are popping out? These ladies, I should say. Like, why are they making such a fuss now? Because they're messaging Doja. It's kind of just like, well, what the fuck you want Doja to really do? It's kind of just like, I'm pretty sure like she's kind of just like, dude, is it true? It's kind of just like if you're dating someone, right? And then like, you know, then like a random person coming and be like, oh, you need to know this about your guy and this and that. And then, you know, the lady probably will ask, right? Like Doja, like, oh, is it true? And then the guy obviously would tell her no. So then at that point, like, really, what do you really expect is going to happen? All this shit seems very suspect to me, intuitively. It's very messy and suspect. What can I see about how are these ladies coming with these allegations? Like, why are they coming with these allegations now? Like, what's up? And I get that these are old dealings and shit, but why is it such a thing now? What can we see as far as, like, their motives? Are they legit hurt? And it's funny because it's telling me, actually, go with that deck. So, okay, I'm gonna go with this deck. What are their motives? What can we see? Why are they doing all this shit now? What is this shit about? I know, like, some people probably might hate me now. Like, but it is what it is. I can't beat around the bush with shit like this, right? People need to take accountability. It's kind of just like, it's fucking stupid, right? It's kind of just like people that get scammed from people in Africa talking about they're a Nigerian prince. At a certain point, it's kind of just like, you're a fucking idiot. Like fucking go on somewhere with your nonsense. It's like, if you just want to like give out your money and shit, give it to a good cause. Like, but what can we see about these chicks' motives and shit? The Ace of Coins. This is a situation to do with money. These chicks want to get paid. These chicks want to get paid. Not just that. They understand. This is telling me, because I'm getting the energy of like rain clouds and rain. I know that's not really what this is. It kind of looks like that. But I'm getting that they're just trying to hop on a season. They see a weakness with Doja. They understand this guy has allegations. That's why more chicks are going to come out the woodwork. And it's because of money with this Ace of Coins. So we already have some of the motives as far as the money. Not just that. We have the star here. But I was actually getting the moon. And attention, hidden secrets. I mean, intuitively, the energy is telling me all sorts of shit, but I pause because I have to hold my tongue because I don't really want to like get people pissed off, because I get people don't see and feel what I'm feeling, right? So people just be like, oh, it's your own opinion and shit. But what I'm getting here, let me just go with the traditional meaning, right? The star represents attention, right? It can represent wish coming true. It can also represent celebrity, stardom. What I'm seeing here is that these chicks want clout. These chicks want fucking attention, and the energies are so harsh with these ladies. Let me tell you, like, that's why I have to pause. The energy is so harsh because these ladies, they're doing this shit for money. Behind the scenes type shit, they're trying to extort money from Doja and this guy. It's kind of just like they're trying to pile all sorts of shit on, right? It's kind of like the Bill Cosby thing, right? It's kind of just like, yeah, there's some truth to like some of the allegations, right? As far as him being sleazy and shady, right? But it's kind of like the Janice Dickinson sort of effect where now everyone pops up out of nowhere and it's kind of just like I have a story to tell. It's that sort of situation. It's not giving me a Harvey Weinstein where it's kind of just like chicks had to shut the fuck up because like their livelihoods depended on some shit, so they couldn't say shit. This is giving me shit of chicks like in regret, kind of feeling disgusted, like, oh wow, I can't believe I fucked with that ugly fat dude. Like, it's giving me that type of vibe, right? And then later on, now it's kind of just like, you know what, I could get some money from this, I could get some clout, I have something to say. Like, that's what I'm getting. Because it's like, if all this shit is real, go to the fucking authorities, right? Things has to make sense. This guy has not been arrested. These chicks have not gone to the authorities. Why the fuck are you messaging Doja? Talking about, I'm not really a fan of your music. But it's like, it's stupid. It's like, to even come that way, it's kind of just like, it's clout. And that's what I'm seeing here. The hidden aspect. Remember, these cards have dual meanings in this deck. I forget the name of the deck, but it's kind of just like it has dual meanings. The star, attention, moon, secrets, lies. These chicks, it's an energy of lying. Not just that, this 7 of coins, watching your work grow and all of that. These chicks, they're coming together. So this guy, he needs to watch out. He definitely needs to watch out because these chicks are coming together. They are coming together. They're putting their names together. They want to benefit. This 7 of Pentacles is all about sort of watching your work grow. It has to do with investments, actually. So it's kind of just like, and this is a money investment. These chicks want a payout. I don't know what this guy do, but it's kind of just like they want a fucking payout. They want a payout, not just that, they're getting together. And it's kind of just like, oh, women's rights and justice for the children and for women. That's what I'm seeing here. So that's how they're going to be coming. So this guy, he's going to be dealing with stress, not just that. The High Priestess, more secrets, more illusions. The High Priestess represents witchcraft. It also represents secrets in traditional tarot. Secrets just like the moon. These chicks, I don't know. It's a lot of behind the scenes things happening as well, because not only is this the High Priestess, it's also the Empress. The Empress has to do with things behind the scenes. These chicks, they're trying to make money behind the scenes. That's what it keeps telling me. Making money behind the scenes. It's a situation to do with money. Look, we got money here. We got money here. We got illusions and lies here. More illusions and lies and secrets. These chicks, they're going to be trying to fabricate proof. And Doja, she needs to watch out, because if she, and this is actually really fucking deep, this energy that I'm getting. Doja's trying to get out of her contract, and this is just the message that I'm getting, right? Doja's trying to get out her contract. I don't know what her contract is. She's trying to get out her contract, right? And they're telling her, and I'm going to just say it how the energy is telling me. They're kind of like, no, bitch, you're not going to get out this motherfucking contract. And if you don't get yourself back to work, and if you don't have any hits, and if you don't get yourself in line, we're going to work with these ladies, and it's going to be more dirt. And then we're going to put you involved in some type of shit. That's just what I'm seeing here. It's a case being built against Doja, and it's because she wants out of her contract. What you're seeing here is an orchestration. It's an orchestration of greed. It's an orchestration of money. And this is an orchestration of a setup. Doja can't be free. Doja can't be free. It's telling me she wants to be free. She can't be free. And if she continues with not doing what she needs to do as far as her contract, there's going to be more allegations and more of this hate train. And it is going to be legal ramifications. in the form of, I don't know, like law shit, imprisonment, some serious shit. So Doja, she needs to just get her shit together because it's not looking too good. If you guys made it this far, definitely press the thumbs up button. And if you think I'm a bastard, tell me why. You know what I mean? I love everyone. I don't love anyone more than anyone else. I say that because I get that I might be harsh, but it's kind of just like, what the fuck do you want from me? But take care, people.